Howdy folks, this is King Michael, and I'm finally going to be starting my YouTube channel, but the only thing though is, you might want some insight on exactly what I'm going to be doing now. I am going to be doing video games. By the way, this video is going to be unedited. This is just going to be a straight one take. Let's do. So if you hear things like the furnace running in the background, or my dog who is on the right side of me make any kind of noise, we're just going to flow with it. So what I'm going to be doing is video game entertainment, and it's going to be based off of, well, obviously video games, but the way I'm going to do it is it's not going to be just me doing it. It's going to be characters from a project that me and another YouTuber, I guess, whose name I will not, username I will not give out to you guys because, it's his private thing. I mean, if he wants to be known to the world that he helps me with this project, then, project, which by the way, this project you will not find online anywhere other than the characters and stuff that we do, which of course are on my drive, so you would need a link from me, but I'm not just going to hand it out for free, so but anyway, so their name I'm not going to reveal who they are unless they want to be known, in which case then I will do, at the beginning of one of my videos should do a shout out to them. But anyways, to get across my point of what I'm doing, so we do this project, and you're not going to ever see anything online for it because it would obviously get us sued because it's copyright stuff. So kind of can't go there because, I mean, it does involve trading card games from 3 different ones. It originally used to be Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is made by Konami. So, well, at least the product is. The actual manga is made by Kazuki Takahashi. And we actually, like, when we do our series, which there is no video for our series, they're all audio, and you would now want to listen to them anyways because our first set ones were with really crappy audio. And also for the fact that I'm pretty sure you don't want to sit there and listen to a 9-hour recording, because that's like literally, back then we used to just do them however long we want. Like nowadays when we do recordings, which by the way we moved on from Yu-Gi-Oh, we have completely different card games that we play. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, we now do like 2-hour ones. I mean, every once in a while we'll shake it up, do 3 hours, or we might even do shorter ones than that sometimes, but we've been trying to stick to just roughly 2 hours. If it goes over, we're in the middle of, as we play now, we do Card Fight Vanguard and Future Card Buddy Fight, which are 2 products by Bushiroad. We may also eventually bring in Vice Schwartz, which is also by them, so it's going to get interesting. And especially since we are planning on taking, the characters of the Vanguard world and mixing them together with the characters of the Buddy Fight world, as well as using our created characters that we made. Now, what this YouTube channel is going to be is I will be using some of those created characters, and like I said, if my other partner on the project wants to actually join me and do voices as well for some of my videos, or wants to play videos himself, he can provide voices as well, but they will all be created characters. We will not be using characters, although I must say one of the videos that I plan on doing, video series I plan on doing at a later time, is going to be Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. We've already created a crap ton of the created characters on there, but there are some that are not like created characters that are actually from the franchise. So I'm trying to decide if that would be a good idea to even do that, really. I don't know yet, but I'd like to. I mean, if so, I will delete those couple characters and, institute something different. But either way, what I want to do is, and these are probably not going to be best for me to do either, because I'm actually taking photos that other people have made. Go figure. And use them to pretty much represent the character. So, like, on the off chance, this is not, I don't want to steal people's, ideas, but it was so much easier than actually just going through and, like, hand creating characters, because personally I do work a job 5 days a week. I don't have time, so but I do have time to work on the series, on my days off, and even then I'm lucky if I get an episode out a week. But anyway, so I'm gonna go in here. So I'm gonna show you some of the folders. This here was this was the original Yu-Gi-Oh! We did, what is there, 16 series here, plus we also did a crossover project where they made up Gru as well as the Arc 5 series. But what I want to get at is my main character, the one who represents me. He's known as Ryota Ishida, but that is his alias. His real name is actually Michael Fontaine, which is where the whole name for my channel, King Michael, comes from, including the spelling. That's how his name Michael is spelled. But let me get into here. Hopefully this doesn't have anybody. It doesn't. These are all created characters though, like all these, except, if you look at this guy, this is obviously Accelerator from To R and the Jutsu no Index. So hopefully, I'm not saying, like, on the off chance that I ever do get good and people animate my stuff, I do not want this legit pretty much what I want is, let me go over the characters. So Ryota, this is him, at least what I want him to kind of look like, because he's okay. What he is he's a vampire. He's been alive for 500 plus years now. He started out as a kid, grew up to be 10, ended up dying. However, he was saved by a girl vampire that he got to know, who literally, by saving him, turned him, and now he has been wandering 500 years because his clan was killed, all of his friends were killed by these new enemies that have just recently finally showed off into the series. But there's been a lot that's gone on with him, and he's become the central me for the series. So, and I'm going to be doing more like action games. Like, I know the first game I'm going to be doing, first game I really wanted to do with him was Nier Automata, but as of right now I'm short on money, so I have not purchased Nier Automata. So in the meantime, I'm going to be doing Knights of Azure, and that'll probably actually be the first one I put out, but it will be done by him. His voice is going to be just me, straight as I'm doing now, so it won't be any different. So that's, I guess, where it's going to be me. But the next character is on here, but I do not want this representation of it. Is Scott Carson, but I'm going to find the representation that I want for him, which, if I go to the Vanguard folder that I got here, because we did a Vanguard project, obviously. Once again, there's Accelerator, but actually, I think every character I want is in this section, really, if I want to. I do not want this picture of Ryota, I want that other one. But this is the new look of Scott. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if any of these are like actual anime rip-off characters, but I'm not. These are just, in my image, what they would look like. It's not really, I'm not trying to really steal products from people, so, but anyways, this is what he's supposed to look like. What it was is he actually at one time had two eyes up until we did this series. What happened is there was a battle that took place in Hell, an uprising, more or less, and he's actually Satan. He's a demon prince, so he was the son of Satan. However, his father was killed, so he rose up. Now he's the new Satan of Hell. But so a group tried to uprise because they didn't want him, and he obviously battled them back out. But in the end, he ended up, getting scars and stuff, including losing his eye. So now he's got an eye patch that he wears. And he is a close friend of Ryota's. In fact, Ryota's past, he was good friends with him. However, eventually certain things happened to where they became enemies, but that wasn't for a while. So he will be doing more like turn-based strategical games like that. So like, I know the first game I'm going to be doing with him is the latest Atelier game. I think it's the latest Atelier game. It's Atelier Ferris, if I remember correctly. But either way, I'll get to it. But he'll be probably doing like Final Fantasy games and stuff like that. So the next one, I can use the representation of him here, but I want his newest representation. So let us head into the buddy fight folder. And here he would be, Mr. Caden Connor. So, he is what in our series we call a jumper. He was a villain when we first introduced him, however now he's become a great ally to Ryota, or Michael, however you wish to address him. I'm going to be obviously addressing him as Ryota since that's the name that he still goes by in our series. Eventually though, well, his name is supposed to change officially to Michael because he has so many different aliases that he goes by that when the worlds finally merge, he has to use his real name. So, but anyway, so this guy here was a jumper, as we call him. What it is that is the ability to be able to jump from world to world. In our case, in our series, worlds are the different anime worlds. So, like, you know, there's a Dragon Ball Z world. This is what I'm saying. This project would never be able to actually go out to the public because it would cause so much like shit. But for me, and I do not have, you know, the time or the money to deal with that crap, so this is why I just want to use these characters. You know, I'm not going to actually like try and reference anything if I can't anyways. That's going to get me in trouble. I just want to bring entertainment to people, so that's all. But this character is, so yeah, so he's a jumper. He will be doing more fighting style games. Like, I plan on like doing maybe the Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. I know right now for the beginning though, I'm going to be doing like the hack and slash like Koei type games, such as I think the first one I got for is like Samurai Warriors 4 2. I'm either going to be doing that or Dragon Quest Heroes. Either way, I'm going to be doing one of them. And then the last guy, and again, do not get mad because of the accelerator design. This is Spectre. Literally, he is Ryota's dark half. So, like, more or less, and this is where I did rip off really bad, because Spectre is realistically supposed to be, I don't know, for anybody who has ever seen Bleach or heard of the anime manga Bleach, he's supposed to be Ryota's hollow side, pretty much, but he is now, in where we're at in our series, gained a body of his own, so that he can do his own stuff. Now, where he's probably going to cause a problem for my channel, but he's going to be the most hilarious one, I feel. He's going to be, his big thing is he likes women that have big assets, you know, in the chest area. So I'm going to be trying my best to stay away, though, from nudity, because you know how YouTube is about nudity. But I will be doing, right now, I know games I got lined up are Onechanbara Z2 Chaos, as well as the Senran Kagura Estival Versus, I think it's called, for some of the first games. So like I said, I mean, if there is a game that does have nudity that I may play with him, it may be The Witcher 3. I do not know yet. But we'll get to that point when we get there. But that's what I'm pretty much going to be doing, is I'm going to be using them characters, hoping that, you know, doesn't cause any problems for me in the future, because I'm not going to be using characters from those actual series. I'm going to be using ones that were made up to do this. So can only hope. But basically, my point of my channel is to use those characters to bring entertainment through video games to you guys, to hopefully, you know, make me look good in the end. If you do want more information, though, on what our series is about, you know, you can always get a hold of me. I will, you know, through YouTube. You know, my email is, well, my email in there is written as different, but you can actually reach me at, you know, kingmichael@gmail.com. Really, if you want any information on the series, just, you know, don't be going and giving it out publicly to anybody. I just try to keep to myself. Like I said, I will eventually reveal the other party member who helps me if he wishes to be revealed at some point in time. This is pretty much going to bring an end to this video, because I want to get these game videos rolling for you guys. So, this is King Michael, letting you guys know what my channel is about, and hoping that you guys will enjoy the videos that I bring into the future to come. So thanks for joining me, guys, and see ya.